too, and maybe that's how he found out. And then Eric's making the argument that would destroy Roger's character.
Well, yeah, because it feels like Roger should be the first person to find One Piece treasure after all that time, and then because the correlation should be from what Joy Boy to Roger, then from Roger to Shanks, and from Shanks to Luffy. I mean, yeah. So I don't see how you get a situation where you have Rox find the treasure first, and then you have Roger find it afterwards. He probably knew about it.
It completely undercuts the Pirate King, and the entire 1,000 chapters of building of Roger is ridiculous. It also just kind of makes him fraudulent because he wasn't the first either. It'd be stupid.
Right. Yeah, it's like Roger was like, so what is it? Like Roger goes over to Lodestar, and then he realizes, okay, timeout. There's something about the world that's off. Lodestar's not the last island. There's something else that's there. And then he then finds Odin who can read the poneglyphs, and then from there, they're able to actually find out where the rope poneglyphs are. They know about that. And then they go on this whole journey. Like, I don't think Rock's the kind of guy, like, unless Rox knew beforehand for some crazy reason that, like, where it was located, then there's no way he's beating out Roger for the treasure. There's no way. Nah, it can't be it, bro. It can't be.
We got some donuts here. Bane, Roger didn't know Lifetail existed until post Rox, which I guess is a fair point. And then
exactly.
And then $5 from him again. Rox didn't care about the One Piece in his grand plan to take down Aimu. I mean, like, this is the thing.
That's my point.
Like, just mechanically to be king of the world.
Yeah, but mechanically.
Hold on, because like Jay, think about it, right? It's like we have the Vegapunk's speech where Vegapunk says, like, the person that finds the One Piece treasure is gonna be the person that's gonna be able to like change the world.
Obviously,
if the guy wants to rule the world, so if the guy rules the world, then by default he'd want that treasure too, because it's corresponding to the world itself in some way.
No,
he just didn't know about it.
That's after. But again, this is all after Roger found the One Piece. So
premise, Jay, the whole premise of the story is no one found it for 800 years except Roger, right? That's the entire premise of One Piece. You can't just be like, nah, Rox found it first, but...
So actually, here's an interesting statement. Was it even known as the One Piece before Roger found it?
No, the point. Roger coined it. Roger
he coined Laugh Tale. He coined Laugh Tale, and then he coined
you know where I'm going. You know where I'm going with it, though, because if Roger called it the One Piece, what if Rox found it but didn't call it One Piece and he didn't care about it? So then Roger's just taking claim to all of this stuff and be like, "Oh, look at me! I found the One Piece. I'm gonna name it," but it didn't serve Rock's ultimate agenda.
This would be like Sasuke becoming Hokage first, and then Naruto second, like after it. It's like stupid.
Kill me cringe. Oof.
That is kill me cringe. Yeah. So it's like, so my thing is, it's like, Rox already knew what he needed to be king of the world. That had nothing to do with the One Piece, which means there was a criteria that he was trying to meet to do that, which means you could, if you completely discredit the One Piece, right, and you get rid of it, then he needed.
Yeah, let's discredit the entire point of the story and the goal. Yeah, let's do that.
So I understand that. I understand that, but I'm saying Rox had an idea that did not involve the One Piece, or something that already involved the One Piece, but that wasn't a part of his plans. Right? Then my question is what could that be? And it involved the history of the world, because you don't want a group of ancient giants and shipwrights for the case of just not attacking Mary Geoise, not killing Imu, Imu is the center of the secret of the world in the first place.
We all assume, right, that like he needs the Yami to take out Imu, right?
Who? Rox or Blackbeard?
Yeah. Rox.
I don't know about that one. I mean, because I think that, I think that Blackbeard, if he wants Imu's power specifically, he needs the Yami. But you may not need the Yami to actually defeat Imu.
Maybe. Assumably, you take out his immortality with the Yami, and that's how you defeat it.
I mean, if we believe in the idea of hockey transcends all things, then you would assume that if you just have strong enough hockey, you can do it. I mean, there's a reason why Joy Boy scares the shit. Like, just feeling Joy Boy's hockey scares the shit out of Imu. It's because if you have strong enough hockey, ideally, even immortality wouldn't work.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. King. These are evil men that want to take shortcuts. They're not like correct.
Sure.
So
okay. Is Rox really evil, or is he bad natured?
The only reason why I bring up the Yami Yami is because like it's a 40-year Blackbeard plan. Obviously, he needed to know why the Yami Yami is important, right? Oda needs to start hyping that up as a fruit that's like required. It can't be just a random thing Blackbeard thought about, right?
Surely. If Blackbeard knew about Emu's existence the entire time, like the same way as his dad did, then yeah, probably.
Well, yeah, like Blackbeard's carrying rocks as well. I think.
But think about
obvious,
those. Like,
right?
has BB ever been interested in Elbaf at all? Like Elbaf and whatever they're rocking.
No, yeah, that's the thing.
That's the issue. Yeah, it's like Elbaf's crew apparently is just as important. Like, he needs Harald to. You need to have a giant specifically on your crew to get that power. And then but Blackbeard's never care about that, as far as you know.
Oda is hyping up a Loki to like infinite levels. Like it's more than Odin at this point. Like it's crazy.
Like Loki's getting so much gas, it's nuts.
Yeah, dude. What do y'all think that fruit is? That's
I think it's a world serpent.
Yeah, okay. I had the same thought. So it's crazy because I had the same thought too. So there's a line. I have the page.
Because the cataclysm.
Also, I'm echoing somewhere.
The fire snake, which assumably is the world serpent.
Right. Now, there is a line that Dory and Brogy say in chapter 129, and then it's before they cut the giant island eater in half, and then they say, the only thing we can't pierce is a snake soaked in blood. And I don't know why they say this fucking line, but now I think after like 1,100 chapters, I think Oda's finally kind of getting to it, where maybe they're referring to the red line itself, where something about Elbafian history refers to the red line's creation. And what's also very important too, I think, is the first Galela band, where these guys were probably, I think, either A, the builders of the Red Line, and or B, they made the Noah Ark in some way too, where they are the ones that the Seekers refer to as well. The Galela band that had ancient giants that are also shipwrights as well, or built as well. So it's like, I think the important detail is that these guys have, or this power may have some correlation to a creation of the Red Line. We're listed the Galela band, and also the Galela band themselves could be the builders of the Noah Ark. So that's something right now.
I do think they were the builders of Noah for sure. 100%.
Just based on Loki's design, I think it's a snake just because of his eyes. And yes, I know he had them because he was born, but like it's just character design stuff. Like
is he like a snake, or is he like
transform into a snake?
Is it a snake, or is it more like? So remember the idea of like
the
demons in One Piece, and how like is there an actual underworld in One Piece? Like, is there an actual physical planet of existence that's called the underworld?
Yes, because Brook claims it to be so, and there's heaven. So,
yeah, see, I like that. I do.
Because I feel like literally flies to heaven, right? If we're assuming that's not a gag,
we're gonna get into some underworld stuff. We're gonna get into some afterlife stuff because that could get messy, man.
I don't think
afterlife or an actual like underworld, like under the ground somewhere. That's the thought.
Yeah, and the spirits exist as well. So
I definitely think if we do, it'll be explored in the astral realm, at least like thoroughly for the first time.
Like it's Berserk?
Yeah, like whenever we get to the Berserk, I meant the realm above. What's the one on top? The top realm in
Heaven Realm.
I forgot what's called that. Heaven Realm. Thank you.
No one. That's funny. No one's mentioned the Heaven Realm. Nothing about it for like 40 chapters. It's just like there.
Yeah. Going back to the snake thing, I think that's really interesting because we've received so many throughout the course of this entire arc. There's been so many references to multiple different mythologies and religions, and I think it would be so interesting to have someone like Loki, who was cursed from birth, to have something like the snake, just going back to the Garden of Eden story in the Book of Genesis. I think that would be such a cool way to odify something like that.
I think Oda's gonna try and do like a similar thing to like a Ragnarok parallel with Loki. It won't be exactly the same because of there's always these characters missing and it's always a little bit different. But because it doesn't Yomaganda the snake kill Thor in the battle? I think
he fights Thor, but I don't think he kills Thor.
I think he kills Thor. I can't remember specifically.
He might.
But like Loki, like it's the cursed prince. He wants to destroy Elbaf. He wants to destroy the world. It's like kind of like a similar thing to like Ragnarok in terms of like the destruction of the earth brings a new earth kind of situation.
So is Loki's then power, let's say, correlating to? Remember, okay, there's that thing about how like the red line will either sink or the red line will. I mean, honestly, I really want Oda to go more sci-fi and have the red line actually float up, but whatever. But either way, like
I think it's.
I like that, honestly.
I think the snake fruit is the earth god.
The snake fruit is the earth god.
Like the snake, yeah, because it's in the form of the snake god because it's like an elemental cataclysm of lava and fire,
so not like
right?
some Logia thing that you see with what's his face with like Greenbow, but you think there's an actual
well, it
Logia.
might be a mythical Logia. It might literally be made out of fire.
Yeah, a mythical Logia. So okay, because I think the idea, maybe I'm wrong here, but
mythical,
we may not have powers because we don't know if powers existed back then the same way they do now. We know that there was an ancient encyclopedia of the fruit powers, but they're the same ones as far as you know, except for the one change where they changed the Maronika to the gum fruit. So if there's an earth god power, then that earth god will. But is it like specifically for the red line? So like you know how like what's his face? Aval Pizarre has specifically the island fruit, but then could there be something similar for that where it's like okay, where there's specifically one that can control the red line?
Well, if you kill a giant lava snake, what does it make? Rock. That's red.
Kill a giant lava snake. What do you make rock?
Because it hits the water and cools and it makes rock, right?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay.
If that's the case, do you think that's what they worshipped back in the Nolan Kagara
Skypiea and stuff as well? Remember Skypiea, the snake god?
Yeah, right. Because Skypiea is but because Skypiea is iffy because like, I think that they refer to like all these deities, but I think in one of the translations they say that actually they're talking about. I think it's called Kagura, like itself. Not Kagura, Kashigami. Like the snake itself is all those. Like it is the forest god, it is the rain god, it is the sun god.
Yeah, they worship the snake. Yeah.
Right, the snake itself is that. Right.
Gotcha.
So that's Oda playing with interpretation of lore, right? Because even the giants don't have the events clear. That there's vagary in their storytelling.
Right. I mean, the mural's a big sign of that too. So then. In the mural, then I'm wondering, then what the hell is that thing fighting the snake? Because it's like you see like there's a giant snake. I think it's I know people say it's like combined into like Act 1, Act 2, but I think it's different worlds, like different iterations of the world's history. But there's that big like phoenix or that big like Jean Grey's up there fighting against the snake. It's like who the hell is this? Like who are you? Like why is there a gigantic phoenix in the sky?
Legit Jean Grey.
Like honestly, it's crazy. Yeah, it's like who? What is this thing?
Is it
just basically just what you said before, right? With you don't know if Delphros were back in the day,
right?
It does say the people dreamed Nika, right?
Right.
They dreamed the sun god, which implies through Vegapunk's story that like Delphrod's in a manifestation of dreams, so they dreamt the Delphrod for Nika, right? I don't think they dreamt a god manifest of a god, right? Then they dreamt the manifest of the Delphrod.
Probably. I mean,
that could just be a thing that is going to lead towards Devil Fruits being some sort of futuristic technology we just can't understand.
Yeah, sure.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's
I think the quote unquote gods are just like aliens. I don't think they're actual spirits.
I kind of agree with
you. Things they can't understand.
Or if you take Vegapunk's words about powers come from like another plane of existence, it could be that plane of existence too. Like, because I feel, and maybe just me being a film red, sympathizer, but I just feel like that movie kind of gives us a hindsight of like, hey, the other planes of existence that exist in the story.
Yeah, they do.
Because and then maybe back in the day that acts to more of these planes, and let's say this eternal fire. That I think honestly is probably the treasure. I agree with you. I think it's treasure full on. I think that eternal fire could have came from another plane of existence way back when. So like you see like you do see in some mythologies where in the past they're more like there's an era of gods, and then that era of gods is no longer existence because of the events of technology kind of stuff. I think that could be going on here with One Piece, honestly.
The eternal flame literally might be the planet core they mined out, which caused the cataclysm. It might be.
Absolutely, yeah, sure.
We got a few dinos as well. Breezy Boat's talking about Dragon's Aura in the new opening. You guys seen the new opening yet?
No, not yet.
That opening
not yet.
I'll watch it tomorrow on stream. I haven't seen it yet. How fire is it?
Shanks has more aura, but Dragon's got aura.
All right, good. Because Dragon needs more now. Dragon's getting dunked on like nobody's business, man. Oof, the recovery rate is slow.
And I love it.
There is a very high possibility that Jay, there's a very high possibility that Dragon is not burning down Mary Geoise, it's Blackbeard.
I'm almost certain it's Blackbeard. The fact that people said it was Dragon, I said, on what grounds do you think Dragon has the balls?
Because think about this, Jay. If we're in the final saga and there's 2 acts left, the Blackbeard basically has to kill Aimu after Elbaf. There's not a lot of time.
I definitely think. I definitely think it's Blackbeard now.
Hey, more to be
because
pissed.
of what Rock said.
What?
Yo, for real.
Okay, hold on though. So, but my retort would be, well, there's a scene where we have BB talk to Kobe and tell him, well, my dream is to have this island be a nation under the world government's control, essentially. So then he'd use that to his advantage. So, but now it's actually fuck that. We're just gonna attack. We're gonna strike.
It's already happened though, King. It's been 5 days. How long has it been since that?
Wait, you think that? Wait, you think that in 5 days they actually contacted Fuller Island? They put them under their wing, and then within like. Bro, wait a minute. That's crazy.
He's like, let's have a meeting in Mary Geoise, and then he goes to Mary Geoise. He's like,
within that 5-day time span, they already became a certified world government nation, and then the moment they signed the dotted line, they immediately striked. What? That's OD.
Look what happened with him bow down. He became a warlord.
Blackbeard is someone that lets you know, just like.
The feat was scouting.
He don't let you know what the end goal is. That's what but like he said.
The feat was scouting.
But we're not gonna let that marinate for, let's say, like a few months or something. Nah, just we signed and then what?
One Piece is gonna be over in a few months. We don't have a few months.
Did Rock let it marinate? Because Rock is not a marinator, bro. He no seasoning, bro. He threw it straight on the grill. We don't marinate.
Nah,
we don't do that.
I think that King thinks just like, let me get an audience so I can do my plan, not necessarily let me make a kingdom and then do it. He's like, let me get an audience.
Okay, so he just wanted to be in proximity, and then now I'm in proximity, I strike.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is something that was possible, but I felt like, okay, the world government wouldn't be so. Yeah, they could have been desperate, but at the same time, they should have been on guard. What happened last time? They had him be a warlord of the sea. Then he betrayed them, and then he took all their dudes.
Is king.
But that's like smart. That's not even that's just retarded at that point. There's no way.
Bounty poster out.
I mean, sure, but that was because one of the damn CPA just messed up. Yeah. But when you're on ground zero, you're literally on the Holy Land itself, and then you're inviting BB to the Holy Land, the guy that betrayed you once. I mean, come on, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Whoa. There's no way. Like, you wouldn't do that on the Holy Land. I mean, unless they use, I guess unless Carrier Devon, that's they play.
Maybe they called Shamrock to... Just muscle or whatever.
I mean, you know what's kind of crazy too?
They are incompetent, man.
You call Shamrock it back. You need to have Killingham, and you need to have Gunko. You need to have all the other what's his name? Summers. You need all these guys back for Blackbeard. Damn.
What Christian I think is gonna happen in Elbaf is Luffy defeats Gunku Aimu or whatever.
Yeah.
That weakens Aimu, and then Blackbeard strikes in Mary Geoise.
Well, actually, this chance to actually claim Emu, and then Emu. Oh, and then Emu.
Because Luffy defeats Gunku / Aimu, which weakens the real body, and then Blackbeard snatches him up.
The only reason why I don't think that is because usually before somebody like that goes down, we see what led. So like the way I see it is before Emu gets taken on any capacity, we have to see what led to the events of like the Void Century, the buildup of Emu before that character gets taken down. Unless Oda has a different plan for what that's going to serve as for the central narrative, but I think whenever Emu, whether this caption happens at the end of the series, right after Luffy beats Emu, or Blackbeard's the one, like you're saying, does it now. I think we have to get the Void Century flashback first before then. That's not going to happen until Laugh Tale. So that's the only thing holding me back from saying for sure he's cashing in right now.
Okay, but like, couldn't you caveat about having Emu kind of be also like semi Blackbeard? So like Blackbeard has all the knowledge that Emu has after assimilating Emu.
Yeah, they like to assimilate to be one character, not necessarily.
Okay, I can see that.
Right.
Because like assumably Aimu is like in control of someone else's body. It's not the first body.
Assumingly,
it's a
right.
female, and there's like Norona Aimu, and he's probably in Lily's body. By the way it's looking, right?
Hopefully.
He's probably in Lily's body, and then he's trying to get Vivi's body to replace his old body.
Yep.
I'm cool with that, right? And then so like Blackbeard, Luffy, Shirahoshi, and then Vivi, they were all like optional hosts. Because I feel like when you look at Gunko, like Gunko, the fact that Gunko could be controlled by Imu is that Gunko is compatible with Imu in some way to where she could be a host. And that's why she was also a maid. Mm-hmm. So the current maid, so let's say when Imu is freaking out after Joy Boys Hockey, you have a maid or a servant yell, Great Imu-sama, that could have been Gunko. Sure, that could have been like Gunko yelling that as she ran over to try to protect Imu.
Is it a Voldemort situation?
Yeah, with the Horcruxes? Yeah, it definitely could be. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But then the thing was that Blackbeard would get access to all that information once he assimilates Imu and they become like one entity or something like
that. Also, Jay, so you're telling me Rox pulls up to Imu, right? Pulls up, he goes, I'll be back, I can't beat you right now. What are your thoughts about that?
Ooh. He can't be there. He said he can't be there.
It's obvious. So that obvious to me that you need the Yami to absorb Imu, because he's misintegrating it. It's not strength based. He's fucking low difficult admiral. It's not strength based.
Time out. Maybe it is, but he wants to absorb specifically. Right. It's like maybe he could beat him, but he wants to absorb specifically.
Because here's my theory. Right? To become the king of the world, right, you need Imu's essence to give you the authority. Because the Gorosei bow down to, like, Mu's authority. They don't read that. Because, like, we know Rona Imu existed, right? But since then, Mu could have jumped bodies. My basic argument. So, like, if you have the essence of Mu, you default become king of the world. Because that's what's relevant. It's the essence of Mu gives you the authority. So if Rox wants to become king of the world, he needs that to get the authority. Otherwise, he's just like a ruler by force with no authority.
Perhaps.
So do you think it's like an egghead thing where they got access to the?
Because think about it this way, right? Think about it this way. If Blackbeard wants to become king of the world, he might not necessarily want to destroy the world government. He wants the authority to rule the world, right? So if he absorbs Aimu, the Gorosei have no choice but to acknowledge him as the new ruler. Therefore, like, he just owns everything because he has absorbed that essence and become the new ruler de facto. So that gives him all the world government resources, making him like a fusion between Aimu and Blackbeard. And then we get both. You get the evil of Mu, the essence, the forest god, whatever you want to say there, and you get Blackbeard in the same body. So you get the best of both worlds. You get all-time evil, and then you get the Rox connection. So you get both.
Okay, so then here's a question for you. Then, if that's the case here, then if you went to the mural and then you see like this image of what this demon entity like fighting against all these people in Nika. Did Mu take over, or like if Imu was around back then, let's say as it is now, was that taking over a specific thing's body? Like let's say, I don't know, a continent puller or island puller or some shit like that. Right, Renora, or like whatever, let's say is in the Florian Triangle. Like it took over that body as a host and it became like damn near all powerful. Like some sort of crazy, raid boss, right? Like Oryx taken king. And then he has to fight against Okay. All right. Okay. And then so that's what's going on here.
What tips me off to this entity, like theory, is that you notice like when Aimu talks about himself, he always says Mu. True. He never says Aimu. He never says his own name. Aimu's not like a honorific. He says Mu, the Almighty Mu.
Mu.
He
right.
never
Mu.
reverts. He never references himself as Narona Aimu.
Like a cow. Mu. Yes.
Yeah, so Mu, the god of void in Buddhism or Shintoism.
Yeah, that's the idea. That's because either that or let's say the whole like you take Emu's name, flip it around, it's actually Umi, and then maybe it's like the water goddess. Like so, it's like the maybe the spirit is actually the water goddess personified. Yeah. At this point in time, I'm not sold on that either. Given what we've seen so far with Emu's powers.
I'm saying in my idea is that like Mu is the original, forest god. That's my idea, but
don't get so caught up on the elemental factors because Luffy is a sun god. It doesn't have sun abilities at all.
Because like, if you read
on paper, he does have like fire, but he doesn't use it. So
in the mural, it says like the forest god whispered and the demons rose out of the void or something, right? And what time we're doing right now in Elbaf? So many demons,
raising a lot of demons. Yeah,
legit.
So. Second world, they say this within the void there was a breath. The forest god tamed demons, and the sun spread the fires of war.
What I was doing right now is taming demons. That's what he's doing.
But I don't know if that's more literal or more figure of speech. Because I've always figured that like the forest god could always refer to like the creation of the powers themselves, the fruits, right?
Yeah.
Because that's so it could refer to show things at once. Where it could revert to let's say the formation of the actual powers themselves. Because we don't know if the powers existed back then in World 1 where you had the god of the earth and the god of the like whatever this Jean Grey, whatever. And so I'm not too sure if you have a situation where you have the fruits back then, but I can't see them actually being there in Second World because obviously you have to have Joy Boy and the company do their thing. At least try to, you know.
Yeah. All right, Cole, we're gonna switch up gears, right? We're gonna switch up gears.
Talk to me.
All right. We can't have an Elbaf discussion without a Big Mom discussion. What's the % chance Big Mom shows up?
It's getting lower by the day, man. It's kind of sad to see.
Lower.
It's getting lower. It's getting lower. It's getting lower. I won't deny that.
Yeah. For me, it all hinges on if Oda like really goes in detail with the whole Lola Big Mom situation.
Yeah, because he should at least address that, but we're not getting that. And then we had her name's been mentioned a few times now in the arc. But I remember back in the day, they said that, okay, like they don't utter the name Charlotte Lily because that name is kind of like Voldemort's name, or like you don't mention Charlotte's name. But and then now here we are, because think about it, right? Emu could be like the actual final fight for Luffy in this arc, which is very possible. But it also kind of feels like because Emu just taking control of Gunko, I don't know if that's like appropriate for like an actual final.
I think it is because if Luffy defeats the vessel of Aimu, surely that like weakens Aimu and then Blackbeard swoops in and that's why he's able to get the kill.
But the problem is that
it's kind of like
it's very obvious that
in Ocarina of Time, you know, it's a little
but the problem is that like. But think about it though, it's like what Oda does a lot, especially with like a lot of the girls, is that they're always redeemable. Especially like most of them are, and and Gunko is very redeemable. But that's the it's like using the right, which I'm cool with for sure. But it feels like to me is that like, because like basically Luffy's gonna probably do what we saw on Egget Island. He's gonna do that in some way against Gunko. That's gonna psych her out, and then Emu's gonna be like, oh my god, and then gonna be forced out, but. Is that really warranted for a final fight? Like compare it to Kaido, right? Like Kaido and versus Luffy was like nuts. It was like a 5-part extravaganza. It was like we have round 2 on some Rocky 3 shit. I was like, dude, like, can y'all stop for a second?
Cole, the only time we're gonna get a fight like that is the final fight. Like we're not doing that again. Dude.
No.
I prefer a proper 1v1 where Luffy doesn't run out of stamina. That'd be lovely. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah.
He's gotta eat like 15 tons of food beforehand, though.
Like Luffy's gonna have to like.
He's been eating the entire arc. Maybe he's ready.
He's storing up now.
Like, Luffy. We all know Luffy's final attack is what's gonna free Gunko. We'll have a full fight. It'll just be that final bit. But what I was saying with like depends on how much Oda goes into that Big Mom situation with Loki, because if he really like makes it so Loki really hates Big Mom, then we might see her turn up, and then we get Loki versus Big Mom, so we could get like bona fide Loki.
Don't hype me up, bro. Don't hype me up.
Okay, here's my stance, all right? Because I feel like
get here.
My stance.
Oh my god!
Jesus. All right. Look, here's the thing, because so I'm good. It is more Shanks for sure. So I'll take that by proxy. But
you can't deny that. Like Oda's saying, look, Oda's saying this. Harold at max like Devil Fruit mastery is key to destroying the world. That's like ultimate Loki gas. You can't deny that.
It is, but he has to actually master the fruit itself, or like
is get Harold to max power. That's Rox's plan. Like,
or be able to use the fruit in some way, yeah. Because like maybe let's say the power is there, but let's say they can't use it until they're near the red line, or some of that sort. That's possible. Or like sure, she has the power to control Sea Kings, but you have a Sea King in the air to actually do something. Obviously,
from what I'm reading in this flashback of Rox's character, it seems his whole plan is just to like overwhelm the Wogan with sheer physical
power.
Force.
Yes,
it's sheer physical like destruction. He's not like, I don't think he has a master like trap and plan. He's just like, I'm just gonna, I might need certain fruits.
He's getting a plan.
Yeah,
he has a plan, I think, to probably at least like attack them in a way that they don't expect via Harald's ability, which is probably, and maybe they found out, which is why we kind of see the Holy Knights trying to recruit Loki to join them, because his power is also conducive to the Holy Land in some way. But at the same time, it feels like...
Look how he treats everyone else, though. Look how he treats everyone else in his crew. He doesn't care about him. He kicks him. He doesn't.
Well, because he respects Harald. Because listen, wait. Because at this point in time, listen, there's a good chance that at this point in time, Harald is showing that every person in the Rockspire crew, honestly, even Whitebeard.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's like it's, if he eats that fruit, most definitely, just by Rox's hype, like
right. Like Rox was like Rox clashed with him. They had I think a 5 kilometer radius, so like a 10 kilometer diameter hockey explosion. Everybody's like wiped out in the area. Then Homeboy jumps off the red line to get back to Elbaf, and he's like, "Yo, this guy's epic as hell. Holy shit!" Like, of course he wants on the crew.
Dragon can't do nothing though, King. Dragon can't do anything.
Dragon can't do anything.
I don't know if Dragon. Okay, bro. Okay, wait. Just keep in mind though, right? It's like we're talking about Emu. We're talking about the Holy Knights. There should be an admiral or 2 up in there as well. Also, you have CP0 with like Rob Lucci and all those cats. It's like as much as I love Blackbeard, is that really like Blackbeard alone? Blackbeard and his boys alone? Like, wait, whoa!
To be fair, it could be
that Quake fruit is pretty dangerous if you have no restraint.
Well, to be fair,
I'm gonna say what you said again. You got Rob Lucci and the boys. You got an admiral or 2. You have the Holy Knights with the Z. Wait, whoa!
I think it's Dragon and Blackbeard. I think they because Dragon. I think Dragon intercept. I think Blackbeard knew Dragon was going to Mary Geoise, and he's like, all right, this is my opportunity to strike while Dragon's attacking, so that I can do my plan. Like they're both attacking at the same time. You know what I mean? It's like because
if you have Dragon and then attack at the same time, that makes more sense to me. Yes, it makes a lot more sense to me. But Dragon's be part of that in some way.
Was taking tabs on Dragon. Like we know that. Like, he was
Dragon said himself that, well, we don't want to have this kind of prolong with the whole war levels rising, because then there's going to be territorial wars for higher land. It's going to create even more chaos. So we have to try and make a move quickly.
Yeah. We got a donation. Any predictions for 1v1 God Valley matchups? King Recon, what do you got? God Valley 1v1 matchups.
Let me see. Let me think back to everyone who's there. Bro, who are we seeing Kaido Roman Reigns boxing?
He's getting his ass beat by.
So I think Kaido gets bodied by Roger here. Let's see. Let's go with one more. Obviously, we're seeing. I'm gonna leave out the obvious. I think we're gonna see Big Mom. I want to see Big Mom fight someone nice. Whether it's Scopper or somebody from the Holy Knights. Well, actually, who do y'all see Garling here? Is Garling gonna fight Rox?
I really want Garling fight against Rox or Roger. Yeah, like maybe Rayleigh for like a bit, but I can kind of see a situation where you have Whitebeard and clash against either Rayleigh, and then you have Gabon maybe against Shiki, but then you have a situation where you have
Whitebeard against Garling because of the scars.
I mean, Oda could do that. Yeah, Oda could do that. Yeah,
do we know it's a retcon, but
do you think Whitebeard has his Delphi yet, or is he going to get it in God Valley?
I don't think so. I think he gets it later.
Yeah.
How many fruits do you guys think they have here, like on God Valley?
5. There's 5 treasure chests, isn't there?
It's 5.
Maybe
right?
not 5 fruits, but they may have 5 like things that are.
I mean,
because Shanks should be one of those, right? So Shanks should be one of those for some dumb
you're
reason.
right.
It's Shanks in the chest. What? One of the prizes is a figure-led child.
Yeah, like,
which is nuts.
I don't think so.
Oh, darling.
They're also small. They're also small Delphi chests. They're all the same size.
Hold on.
They're very similar in size. Yeah.
What if Garling is that confident and cocky? He put his own child up as barter. So I'll win this. I don't give a fuck. I'll put my own child up.
I mean, everyone knows that children end up in treasure chests just because they call in them.
What, like the law flashback?
Yeah, like law, like how they found Uta in a chest. Like
Uta, right? Yeah.
End up in chests. I don't think he put his own son up as tribute.
So I had a theory. And then I don't know if I'll think see, but I had a theory that the treasure that Rox actually wanted, like the thing that he was like vying for, like what made more God Valley, is actually not necessarily something that we see, but it could be something that the Marines took. And I have a theory that it may actually be the giant straw hat that Emu has in the Holy Land. That's what I think, because I think there's a chance that because it's a very strange line to bring up in front of Emu, where he mentions that he's a Davy Jones worshiper. And why would you bring that up to Emu specifically? That's a weird thing to bring up to Emu. And so I felt
the narrator said it. The narrator said it, so we know we don't know what the exact conversation was. Yeah, we don't know what the exact conversation was.
But if you bring up the Emu so if the idea was to extort Emu, and then you bring up that you're also a Davy Jones worshiper, I get the feeling that could coincide Emu in some way. And if it's a hostile thing, then I kind of deduce that could be a Joy Boy thing, where Joy Boy could relate to Davy Jones in some way. And then so I kind of get the 100%. Feeling that, okay, if you have Pirate Island, because it is the location where the fights were first created, Pirate Island. So you have a Davy Jones worshiper who wants Pirate Island, where the Dayback fights were first created, and then so that could correlate in some way to Joy Boy, where something about Joy Boy is important to Pirate Island, which is why I thought maybe it was a straw hat. So maybe they took the straw because Emu would realize that.
We know some history about Pirate Island right now.
Yes,
but that kind of ruined the theory for me because the world government set it up as a prison camp. So for that prison camp,
they wouldn't know.
Have, secret treasures and ancient tech there, it would be weird.
Well, because remember, it was a wasteland. So if it was a wasteland where nothing was there, nothing was found for a long period of time, then there's a good chance that whatever was there could only be found, let's say, centuries later or things that
it wouldn't surprise me. Because remember, it's the world government.
Yeah, because remember, they left the books in O'Hara alone. That's mental, bro. That's mental.
It's like the poneglyph. It's like the poneglyph in Impel Down. You know what I mean? They're it's just in the background chilling. It's all right.
Yeah. But I think that his actual treasure wasn't a power, but I think it was Rox's. I think it was a strike. Because if Joy Boy is if Joy is Davy Jones in some way, then that would mean that as the first pirate, then that would mean that straw hat is an actual treasure that he treasures. That's it's an item. Let's say a LeBron fan in a LeBron jersey that's signed by LeBron, right? It's holy shit. It's it's something like that. It's something like that. It's a signed jersey. It's his straw hat. It's my shit. And they jacked it because he was yo, I know Rox. He was actually in my crib. He was at Ground Zero. Steal the straw hat, Marines. Call him Grand like a bitch. Stole it. And then it was oh, okay. Now he got my shit back. But Gord, please help me.
Silver Axe is the rat. I think Silver Axe is the rat. Do you think Silver Axe is the rat who stole it?
Oh, really? You think Silver Axe? Silver Axe actually lets him portray. Actually,
Drake's grandfather with the X on his face.
I'm not on that Drake's grandfather theory. But I'm just
Drake's grandfather, I like that. Well, let me go back. So
it's a family of rats. The whole X-Drake family.
When we see him pull up on that Kuma flashback, let me see here. I'm trying to see here. Was he there in that spread?
Because he's not in the spread. He's not in the Rock Pirate spread.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna go back to when he put up on God Valley. I want to see if you see him there too on that spread.
He's not in the Kuma flashback.
Okay, so he could have actually betrayed, like Squad. He could have betrayed Rocks.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And he's like,
he just comes out of nowhere.
Let me join Rocks. Yeah, but it'd be weird to like steal his treasure and then just like the government like, yeah, let's make it a game prize.
No, because it's probably a trap. No. That's what I'm saying. Like the fruits in the chest are a different thing. Like the strat could be with the Marines, or it could be somewhere else, hidden away on the island, because it was all a trap. Remember, because I think they said too that the only thing that they didn't count for was Roger. Roger pulling up was why things got really fucked up.
Yeah.
You guys
they knew that Rock was coming. I think.
You guys anticipate.
I don't think so.
You guys anticipate.
What does Kong say?
You guys anticipate that like Rox and Roger had a 1v1 and Garp was nowhere near that fight, right? Is that
wow, dude. That's some shit. I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but
listen, I love Rox and all that shit, but like I'm sick and tired of this Roger slander in the community, man. Like
Roger had a goon moment, and now apparently he's a fraud.
Even before that, he's a fraud. Apparently.
He's a fraud. Exactly.
He's not a fraud. He's just horny.
He's the fraud, bro.
So Jay's a Sanji fan, and he's calling Roger a fraud.
No. So this is when I use the logic. This is when I use the logical people against him, right? If Sanji is a bum and a fraud because he goons and simps over women, now you found out that your GOAT, the narrative carrier of the whole story, is the same as Sanji. I want the same energy. So if I call Roger a fraud, I don't want no crying. I don't want no crying.
So let's say if Rox goons over Gloriosa next week, you're gonna say the same thing?
But he didn't. So
but if he does,
that'd be hilarious.
What if you see Shaki and he's goons over her?
But he's not going to. Why? Because he built different.
All right. Well, let's see.
Okay, hold on. So when BB choked out Boy, didn't he say like something to the effect of like, okay, I can't let you go because if I do, I'm gonna just bust the whole nut. So I'm gonna just choke you out real quick, right? Ain't no way. So BB, the man himself,
that's cold-blooded. I mean, listen, he found him attractive, but he didn't lose his mind over it. He locked in. To be
fair, it was kind of crazy. You know, Roger pushes Gloriosa away, like, move, you're blocking shot. That was kind of crazy. Like, you blocking shot.
Roger, take what you can get, man. Come on, man.
It was funny as fuck.
There was no plan. There. I don't know what he was
thinking. It was no plan.
Hey, also, Rayleigh can't escape from these allegations as well. Don't forget, Rayleigh was still gooning. He was just quiet about it.
Quietly gooning.
He was still gooning.
Silently in the corner.
He blushed.
He blushed after a wait.
No, he had the hard eyes as well.
Ray, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Wait, hold on. No.
Yeah,
Rayleigh.
That's
he does. It's for when his head's turned backwards, he's got the hard eyes.
That's what I'm saying.
Go read it. It's there. I didn't make it up.
No. I'm going back there right now.
Yeah, Cole, confirm because I think
Okay.
Make the facts from manga.
So you see Rayleigh. I don't see. Okay, no. So there's a lot of Kyas and Ras, and there's hearts, sound effects from around her, and then she winks at him. Rayleigh, he's not even blushing. He's kind of sweating, kind of taking a bath.
Do you see that panel where his head's turned to the back?
It could be his glasses.
This one, I think it's his glasses.
Don't do that.
I think it's his glasses. I think that's like more. You're an artist. Is that more of like an ellipse for like an actual circle, not a heart? Yeah, look, I don't see hard eyes.
It's Oda. It's Oda not drawing his glasses correctly.
Oh, now it's Oda. Yep. Zoom in.
It's really bubbly.
Yeah, I don't think it's a hard eyes.
The glasses are really like.
Well, Chad, is it hard eyes or not?
For no reason.
Well, let's use the context of the scene. He's blushing and Shaki's talking to him.
He's not blushing though.
No, it's not.
That's the next SBS. Submit a question.
Yeah, SBS. We're gonna get there.
It's not hard eyes.
No, I think it's glasses.
But they're not drawn that well, but they're glasses. You gotta zoom in. You can see his eye and then like the glass on top.
Both just saying that the glasses. Yeah. Yeah, they're not well drawn glasses, but it's glasses from the side when he's facing her, and then because also if he was blushing and so on, and then she winked, wouldn't he be blushing harder? Wouldn't he be even more gassed? But instead he's actually more taken aback.
the sentence he says doesn't really make sense if he has hard eyes because he's being like nonchalant. He's like, they're a bunch of idiots.
Right.
Like, why would he say that with hard eyes?
Regardless, he's still bricked up.
He is bricked.
He probably, but he's doing a good job hiding that. Like Roger's over here, Roger has a love on him. He has, you see, Roger has a heart over his face too when he has like move Gloriosa, like Jesus.
Well, clearly Rayleigh was moved because he ended up with her, so I'm sure there was motion.
Because Rayleigh was the only sane one on the pirate. Like even Gabon's a gooner, and so he's falling for it. The Marines are all gooning. The Kuja pirates are gooning. Roger's gooning. The only guy that's not hard gooning is Rayleigh. That's why she liked that.
Right.
That's what we learned, Chad. Don't goon too heavy.
You think what's her face is Luffy's mother? What's her name?
Tritama? Probably not.
Why?
So Dragon killed Luffy's mother as well, or what? Because she died of love sickness.
Love sickness. Dragon killed Luffy's mom.
Hold on, but was that before or after the fact that she was like, pregnant, or who knows? Because because the idea is right. Like,
Timeline.
We all know Dragon
the timeline doesn't make much sense.
Left, all right, we all know that. Dragon pulled the ass up. We know that. All right.
And then also too, as far as you know, Kujas only give birth to other women, as far as we know. But I mean, that could be a lie, maybe.
It's like Ganondorf. It's like Ganondorf. The king will be a male.
I feel like if we've hidden Luffy's mom to this point, like, bro, when we see her, we're gonna know. We're like, hey,
Oda will never answer the question. What should happen? It'll never happen.
So okay, it's funny because I think there's a line that the voice actress of Luffy, she asked Oda a question about how, like, what Luffy's mom was playing in the story, and then Luffy Oda said something to the effect of, like, a man's story or a boy's story begins when he leaves his mother's bosom or some shit like that. Basically kind of insinuating that Luffy's mom just does not matter in the story. Like, it's not about that at all.
She'll just be a background character. So, like, she's got like
kind of right. Like Portugas de Rouge, like Ace's mom's like in the background, she's there. Like that's all me making something similar to, let's say, Portugas de Rouge for Luffy. But that's it. That's it. We don't really focus on her mom or his mom at all because the story does. It is what it is. She's inconsequential, really, for Luffy's journey right now. Like nothing. Like when Luffy found out that he had a dad, he's like, "Oh, I have a dad, cool," and then just kept the shit pushing. So he didn't care.
Yeah, out of Shanks. Yeah.
You like Shanks, my dad.
Right. I have Shanks. I don't care about my dad.
I can't believe, like, people actually think that, like, Shanks isn't Luffy's father. It drives me crazy.
He is the closest thing to. Absolutely.
He compares Belmare to Shanks. I don't know how clear it can be.
Belmare were actually. Well, I guess so. Yeah, fair. That's actually a good point. Yes, that is actually kind of crazy. Because it's not Dodon, it's not Garp. He compares Belmare to Shanks to Belmare. That is some shit. That is true. Fuck. Okay, I like this.
Does anyone find it strange that Luffy's non-stop talking about Shanks and Elbaf, and Zoro has no interest at all? He's just like completely ignoring one of the best men with a blade on the planet.
Don't do it, bro. Oh my god.
Oda's just gotta avoid it. Shanks will meet Zoro, and Zoro wouldn't say anything.
Every time a cat, listen, it was crazy when they mentioned Rox's sword technique. Oh my god, the Mihawk Glazers on Twitter. That one Kang and Asher meme when the dude is smiling from like ear to ear. I'm like, you niggas need to calm down with the Mihawk shit, bro. Relax.
All over my head. Mihawk upscale. Mihawk upscale,
bro. Mihawk upscale. I'm watching whole other stories. I'm watching like Kaiju number 8, some guy's sword, Mihawk upscale. Like, bro.
Listen, just logically, if you go by Black Blade's equal strength, then Mihawk has to be top 1 all time. So,
but he's definitely not.
So he's definitely not. So you figure that out, Mihawk fans.
I already told us what the deal is with Mihawk. The people don't believe it. It's just that, like, the idea is that because like, look, like, even though Mihawk is nasty, like when you think about it, like on paper, him beating an admiral off screen does. I don't even see that. Is that even possible? Like, not only that, but you looking clean. I think there's almost no battle damage on Rocks after he does that shit, which I'm not
he's
sure
a bit bloodied up and shit, but that's pretty
maybe,
good
but it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But it's
and he's like running around Mary Geoise. It's not even like a 10-hour fight. He's just kind of like sprinting.
Yeah, it's like what? Like this is insane. Like Rox is different, and then like it's not to say the male can't be on. No, he can't.
He did so much damage. He did so much damage. The doctors couldn't heal him.
Right. And then clash with Harald afterwards and say, "Oh, who are you?" Like, bro, he had energy to spare.
Love at first sight. He's like, yeah, this guy's got.
That's still so crazy to me, right? Like, imagine bodying an admiral. You pull up on Emu, and then you have a Conqueror's clash with Harold. That's insane. That's a crazy run, dude.
And then you just jump off the red line like it's just casually.
Right.
This is nuts, bro. Yeah. And then also, like, a few weeks later, I remember, like, I think a few weeks later, he destroys one of the gates of justice. Like, buddy, like, can you slow down?
Relax with that. We don't know the context.
True, right? we don't. But it's like, damn, like, if he did his crazy sword cannon bullshit and then blew a hole into the gates of justice, I mean, like, he might be stronger than Roger. He might be stronger than Roger. That's possible. I don't know that.
Paul, did you know I came up with that sword cannon theory like 3 years ago?
You did,
and Oda confirmed it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
because I was saying divine departure isn't a kiting attack. It's like an energy wave, shockwave.
Oh, that. I mean, okay, look, like, because
like, what does Roger do against Garp? A shockwave cannon. He doesn't actually do a slash.
True, with the sword, but people say, "Well, no, because of the sword. Like all swords have the cut same." Like it gets complicated.
It's real dumb. Like, let's look. It's like Oda's trying to have his cake and eat it too. It's really annoying. I don't.
Well, not necessarily, because it's like, because here's the thing. It's like, I think Oda kind of told us. I think he told us the moment we got Miyaga's One poster. He just said, "Yeah, Miyaga's best in sword skill." Okay, fair enough. That's it. Like, just keep it simple. Sword skill. Sword skill is not hockey. Duh. Like, hello. It's just it's a different thing.
He's trying to do that thing where he doesn't want to answer the questions, so he like memes around and caps,
of course,
and puts asterisks on everything, which is
because he knows that like it's a hot talking point, and so he wants to keep that going for a while until he actually gets to it in the future. But it's like, don't be surprised.
He's never gonna answer it.
He'll answer it indirectly through. We get to see Zoro fight against Mihawk in the future, but then we get to see Luffy fight against Shanks, and it's like, oh, like this is a whole different level. Like, duh, like hello, like
that won't stop.
This is nuts.
That won't stop people from.
I mean, it's okay. Okay, let's just say, here's what stopped people. I think ultimately,
people think Luffy and Zoro are equal right now.
That's I know. Actually, I've become it's madness. But let's just say that we have a situation where, and I'm not trying to glaze Shanks too much here. I'm gonna curtail a little bit. Let's just say that you have BB and company trying to get all this power because they want of course, the end game here is the One Piece treasure, but it could also be because they all like Buggy said, Shanks made his move for the One Piece. We gotta make our move too because Shanks made his move. Right. What if it's all a play because they know in order to get the One Piece treasure, they gotta go through Shanks. So BB getting all this shit in a roundabout way is for Shanks, literally.
Maybe.
Because Shanks right now is the only character that has hockey equal to Joy Boy, at least on that same level. So he's the only one.
The way I look at it, Cole, as a fellow wrestling fan, like Shanks is number one contender. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through Shanks.
Always.
You got to go through Shanks to get to the title.
Gotta go through Shanks. Always. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's
what
I'm saying.
Are you gonna bet against the self-insert character?
Yeah,
right. And are you gonna bet against that?
Raycon and Blackbeard trying to talk to Vince McMahon in the back rooms.
Dude, Blackbeard has the Money in the Bank contract.
Yeah,
he's got the Money in the Bank contract, bro. He's ready to cash it.
Right. He's right there. We know eventually. We know that Luffy's gonna have of course, the title belt, but it's that we know that in order to get there, you have to go through the one contender. You have to go through Shanks. I mean,
Luffy's like that young buck in like the 90s that like has to take out like the Undertaker and shit.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like Blackbeard could ultimately just trying to because if the One Piece is gonna be the last thing, because I think Oda right now is kind of dead set. I think through Vegapunk's speech that the treasure is the last thing that's the most important thing in the story. Right. So the final, I mean, I know it's gonna ruffle feathers because you have Whitebeard's speech about how you have the treasure, the war for the treasure, and so on. But I think Oda in an interview when he said full on the treasure is gonna be the last thing in the story. There's no point having One Piece once the treasure already found. So I was okay. If that's the case here, then it's gonna be the final war before the treasure. And then
yeah,
we have
I thought that was clear. That was clear with Doflamingo's speech after Dressrosa. Like that was like it's been clear for 10 years. Like, come on.
Kind of not, because again, Whitebeard's words kind of. We had a conversation with Arter a while ago about how like he said that like it's a wrong translation. Apparently, according to Arter says, I don't know if that's true or not. But the idea was that you have the war first, and then you have the war after treasure is found. Essentially, that was the idea from Whitebeard's speech.
I don't think the order would make Whitebeard fraudulent either way. Like it's like
You'd be surprised.
Be a mistranslation. It could be.
You could do the whole Luffy finds the eternal flame and then it gets stolen and he has to fight it back and shit like that. Whatever.
It gets stolen. Nah.
He's on maximum speed. Like I think Elbaf's like clearly combining two arcs together. Like you got all the normal Elbaf shit, and then you got all the war government stuff on top. Like it's clearly like Oda's on maximum speed.
Yeah, I mean, so I felt like the same thing with Agate Island too. It's like he's kind of like doing things like combining arcs a little bit. Because remember we had that 4 month break, that 1 month break
over by now. So.
Well, yeah, but Oda's clearly like parts of the story are clearly being moved around to where things are gonna be more, like expedited. Like I don't think that.
I like the Elbaf.
I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. Because like it fucks up certain characters. Like I think Big Mom could have been a sacrifice of that too. I think Big Mom before he took that 1 month break.
I think what happened
she was going to be on Elbaf, but afterwards,
it's over, Cole.
That month break,
That
month break, he like reread. That month break, he like reread the story, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like Anna no, oh yeah, Davy Jones.
Like, this thing like I want to ask him 10 years, not 15 years or 20 years.
Oh yeah, Dorian Brody, let me, because he's bringing back all like
legacy characters, a lot of them.
Stuff. Yeah.
Like think about it. It's like Kuzan was in plain day the 10th Titanic captain, not some hidden dude. It was just Kuzan the entire time. But I don't think that was the case until he had that month break. Yamato should be on the crew right now. He said, "Nah."
We know. Cole, we know.
Yeah. Cole, we know. What are we gonna say?
Fuck.
No, what I was gonna say was, if Big Mom doesn't show up on Elbaf, do y'all think she's gonna be connected to the whole pudding plotline, trying to get pudding back?
I think she has to come back more time.
I think Carter and Blackbeard ultimately, I think Carter and Big Mom ultimately joined Blackbeard as like a Re-Rocks reunion second time round.
Yeah, but Carter's a Joy Boy fan. I mean, surely after he lost, he has to.
Yeah, Big Mom maybe, but Kaido.
That's the way I'm looking at it too. Like, bro, Kaido can be corner, dude.
It's just a mechanical. For me, it's a mechanical question because you have a lot of people on Luffy's side, like a lot of strong dudes. Right. So you need a lot of strong dudes on the other side.
I mean, it's possible that
just Luffy, Dragon, and Shanks is like an unbeatable trio. Not to mention
Luffy, Dragon, Shanks. You have Loki who's getting a lot of gas.
Momonosuke.
All the giants
Yamato,
that are all about that. Momonosuke is
it's crazy. Right. It's a crazy crew. It's like a crazy group. So
Shirahoshi, who herself is her own age weapon of destruction. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a Luffy, by the way. Like, oh, okay. All right. So you need to kind of come back to join the other side of things, where we want to actually, conquer, destroy the world. Bet. Okay.
Yeah, you want like a good fight. You don't just want like.
But I feel like Oda really dropped the ball then with Big Mom. She's not actually an Elbaf, because I feel like that's like the most important for a character. It's like,
that was the plan.
Yeah, that was the plan. It must have been the plan. And I said, let me just sacrifice quality for speed. Like what?
I don't think I don't think quality. I don't think it's quality.
Big Mom on Elbaf is quality by default. Come on.
But I just think that things change. I don't think it's like it's hard because he's clearly had to be like
one thing for another, and that one thing we're getting is quality. So you can't really
remember in Elbaf.
True, we're not getting quality now. I won't deny that, but like for like a certain character, I mean, like Big Mom as a character will be able to grow any further because or maybe not, but like it's hard to say. But her character would benefit a lot from me on Elbaf for sure. Like she'd be like a completed character. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Me, like at the start of the arc, I was like, yeah, we're clearly setting up. Loki or Luffy versus Big Mom, so Loki can clear his name in Elbaf as like the defeater of their greatest enemy, like stuff like that, right? And then the Holy Knights, and then Army pulls up, and it's basically over. I mean, like it could still happen, but like it's pretty much like 10% chance.
We got a few donos here, Christian. Green Tornado. He wants Bonnie and Loki to join the crew. I don't think is gonna happen.
Well, you might get Loki if he can shrink down.
I hate to break it to people, but we don't have a lot of arcs left. So whatever that basically will be a part of the crew because we'll have the entire army with us soon. So
after Elbaf, we probably have what? Elbaf, we have to have the meet with Vivi. So we have Elbaf, we have to have like the whole Sabo Vivi meeting thing at some point. Then we have to have maybe on Lodestar. And then after that, I mean, I don't know if Lodestar is also gonna be Emerald City type shit. It's possible, so we kind of
satisfy both. Emerald City, stop it, yeah.
Yeah.
Emerald City was Green Bit. Oh, come on.
That's cut. Emerald City's
bro,
cut.
Come on, man. Don't do that. No one believes that.
Emerald City's Green Bit.
No one believes that. No one believes that.
I reckon we got 3 total arcs left. That's what I reckon.
I want to say 5 maximum, honestly.
You're not getting 5. Stop it.
I think we can get 5. Because
okay. 5? I definitely
wait.
If we get like a Zoe Jaya level, like
right,
like 20
exactly,
sure.
Right, exactly. So like for example, if the last poneglyph is not here on Elbaf, and we go find it somewhere, let's say there is a guy on the Black Pearl selling around with Captain Jack Sparrow with the poneglyph. Okay, we have to go find that guy. That means all arc.
It's Scopa,
yeah, like. Scope is just gonna give it to him after Elbaf. I don't think that's
very likely, but I'm just saying, like, if it is the case that there is something going on there, there's a all black ship with maelstroms and so on. Okay, fine. But if not the case, we have probably 3 or. I mean, I would say we always have to, save some room for the moon.
Well, Raftel
shots to the moon. Shots to the moon.
Moon piece. Yes, sir.
Yeah, moon piece. We should have our moon piece.
Raftel and Final War. So that's 2. What's the third one? Before
Laugh-Tail, Laugh-Tail Final War. We have to actually get like that meeting. So maybe Lodestar. Lodestar Final War Laugh-Tail, or Lodestar Moon Final War Laugh-Tail, or Moon Lodestar Final War Laugh-Tail.
Or
find the Black Pearl, then Moon, then Lodestar, then Final. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can squeeze in there.
Yes, they might get shot up to the moon when they hit Raftel. You don't know. It could be a battle on the moon.
Fuck it. Whatever it takes. Give it to the moon, please.
Cole. What about the final voyage arc?
That's going to be for 2-piece. Okay, that'll be after.
The final voyage arc will be like it'll be like a 20 chapter like montage. It won't be like a full arc.
Something like that. Like they go to all the blues. They go to East Blue. I mean, go to West Blue, North Blue, South Blue. All the blues they haven't gone to.
We got $2 from Breezy Bird. He's asking how many chapters for the Brook of Gonko flashback. I'm gonna say half a chapter.
Half a chapter? No, give it 2 or 3.
This is gonna be like a Senior Pink situation. Like I don't know, man.
Shout out Breezy Bird. Shout out my boy. I'm gonna go at least 1. At least 1.
For Brook, it's gotta be 2 or 3, man. Come on, man.
Like what? It better not turn out that Brook was like a Holy Knight guard. Like
Battle Convoy Days had to actually defend Holy Knights for a second. I mean, I can mess with that.
I feel like Gonko was the princess of whatever nation he was a guard for, and he got snatched by Aimu. Like that's
right.
Like a Holy Knight or whatever. Yeah.
Well, hold on, but actually, you guys know that at least as far as I understand, according to the official the volumes, she actually is a Menmayer family member.
Yeah,
right?
There was a mistake. I knew it was a mistake. Yep. But she's a Manma.
That's what I'm talking about, because
yeah.
So Brook had to be guarding Celestial Dragon.
Maybe she could have been like a Doflamingo situation where she was lost at sea and like she's a secret Manma, and like Oda could still do that. And then like they have the whole the gross.
So like the Manmar family had tied some sort of island somewhere.
Familiar with the Holy Knights, so
because it could be her mom. Like maybe it's not Gunko, maybe it's her mom, like the girl that we see in the Manmar family that's on God Valley. Maybe that's her. Who knows? But no, I guess we do see Gunko.
But,
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Who knows? Yeah, but I mean, Gunko had ties.
Assumably, she was punished to be the like a.
But
how do you think she was punished?
That her memories were erased.
I don't think that's punishment. I think that's like the highest honor to be Aimu's
servant.
Right? Yeah. Punishment. I don't think makes sense. Yeah.
Well, most Celestial Dragons have slaves. I think that's kind of like the thing, right?
She's like given authority to like.
About Aimu's existence. So like the Goros have to co-sign. Like she is worthy of being.
Everyone knows about Aimu's existence now.
No.
Like, what,
At this point in time in the story, there's no way. There's no way.
Who else?
There's no
Like,
way. I'm pretty sure
Rocks.
maybe only Rocks and like the elders, but like
Blackbeard.
I think the celestial no, but I mean back then the celestial dragons they probably didn't know him that he existed. Only just the elders. That's it. But Gunko was probably there. So Gunko had one of the highest honors of actually like the girls have to co-sign that, like, okay, like is this person worthy of being one of Emu's mates? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way else. Like,
do you guys think that's passed by blood, or are they chosen for that maid position?
Probably chosen, honestly. Because I mean, like, so the Manmar family, are they always the ones that are mains? Is that like their designation?
Right.
Like the Manmar? Maybe it's possible, I suppose.
Maybe the Figurelands are always the Holy Knight captains or whatever.
Captain commanders, right? Could be the case here.
Because it seems like Garling's been trying to get that Gorosei seat for his entire life, just by the way he talks to Gorosei.
Oh, he doesn't care, bro. They're
He's like, look at what we have here, some Gorosei. He just like sits there, like, let's get together, brothers.
Like, I've been taking your shit for 70 years, and now you got to shut up.
That's right.
I'm finally here.
You bums don't do fucking nothing, make mistakes all the time, and then now I'm here to fix things. Garling's been set up as like the right hand man, right, to Armor. Is that what you guys are thinking? Like,
that's what I think. Yes.
If that's the case, who do you think fights him then? Whenever we get to
Dragon, assumably.
Dragon,
or
Dragon or Sabo, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. It won't be Zabo. It'll be Shanks or Dragon.
We love Shanks, right?
Busy
But he's too strong. Right, Shanks is too strong, so we have to have someone stall him.
Hey, that's some shit. I can co-sign. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I am down for that cause.
Well, you obviously, just because they're related and they have law, you would have assumably you'd have Shanks confront his father or his brother, right? Just because just how stories work.
But at the same time, Shanks could really like not give a fuck at all because he already did that in the past. He was already on God Valley. He was already there on Holy Land.
It's just good narrative stuff, like, oh, fuck you, son, you abandoned us. It's not the way.
Yeah, but I mean, you could argue that you could have Luffy be a proxy for that in some way because Luffy would be very distraught about how like there's someone that looks like Shanks, but he wouldn't be Shanks.
It's still crazy that 3 Figurelands are on that panel, on that spread.
It's nuts.
3.
Probably, yes. So you have, I mean, because it's probably Shamrock. I don't see who else could be, honestly. Unless Rocks is alive somewhere. That's actually Rocks hiding in the corner. Yeah.
Jay's
Jay's out? All right, no. But yeah, it's probably going to be that because I don't see how it could be another person that's because you think of the cats that are worthy. It's like Shamrock is the only other like character that's like probably worthy of like being the final like stretch of things that matters.
I understand Garling. Like, I understand Garling because he's got a position of authority, but like Shamrock on the more like Shamrock on that spread,
why not?
I don't really know. Like, he's a strong guy, but like, does he?
Kobe's there, Christian.
Yeah, Kobe has like,
Kuzan's there.
Plot motion. There's plot motion with those. Does Shamrock have plot motion?
Yeah, I think he will.
Like, what? Like, are we gonna do like a whole Shamrock plot line where he's like got his own schemes and shit?
He probably does. Like,
I think
or like it's maybe the Figureland family as a whole have their schemes. Like it's Garlic and Shamrock together. They have a because I theorize they probably want to take control of the Holy Land themselves and not Emu in the way.
100%.
That's my guess. Because like think about it, it's like when we think about it, for like most of the story, the Holy Knights haven't made a fucking move. They haven't done a damn thing. It's like why? Why are the Holy Knights like when you have the Rev come for the first time to Holy Land with Sabo and company, a few good men? There's no Holy Knights in sight. We're the Holy Knights. Why are they not doing anything? Why after the Holy Knights? Or let's say when we have Fisher Tiger do his thing, Holy Knights are nowhere in sight. Or like there's recently with with the chaos with let's say Sai and all of these compadres up there, no Holy Knights. When
apparently they only deal in Celestial Dragon matters, but I think since Garling has taken a Gorosei's seat, they've become more active. I think
that's the thing. Yeah, I feel like it's because of Garling. Garling could actually probably said, we're not going to be involved in this. You guys are on standby. And it's not until Garling takes the spot of Elder, now you see them like actually mobilize outside of the Holy Land. It's like, oh, what the hell? So you guys can do stuff. Yeah, because Garling is the right spot now. Garling's in that right spot to make his moves. It's all about Garling.
And I imagine the Gorosei wanted to keep the Holy Knights like not doing much so they don't undermine their authority as well, right?
I can buy that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Game of Thrones situation,
right?
Yeah, because they're all not down for the cause. They're all trying to obviously get what they can get out of the throne and shit because they're evil scumbags. That's a funny thing. Like, people were upset that Jay Garcia was like a villain, and I'm like, why did you expect this guy to have any nuance to him at all? Like,
he's a celestial dragon, bro.
Yeah, he's the king. He's like the highest celestial dragon. You think he's gonna have like nuance? Like, I doubt it.
And the dude's brutal. And the dude is brutal as hell. I mean, but they're all like that. They're all like, I mean, what is it? Like, all celestial dragons get their mindset from the elders. The elders predate them. So when they come in there with their rhetorics of, you know, all humans are insects, they're dirt, they're trash. Remember, folks forget, the elders are also celestial dragons too. They're just the highest ones.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
But what's Noshjiro's financial policy? All right, we need to find out what his tax plan is.
Financial policy: one country's full of gold, get the gold. End of story.
That's right.
Take everything. That's his.
Take everything.
Print more money. Print more money. Just keep on printing money.
Let's get some Elbaf predictions going. Like, I think we're obviously about to enter into Act 3 because we usually get the flashback at the end of Act 2. So we're probably gonna get fights after this. So what do we think is gonna happen?
I want Sanji and Zoro to fight the Holy Knights and not Dory and Brogy. I think the Holy Knights are a better matchup for them, just proportion wise, because we don't want tiny dudes fighting fucking huge giants. It'd just be a weird fight. So I think the Holy Knights are better. Zoro versus Killingham, probably Sanji versus Summers.
What do you think, Rick?
I was going to say, piggybacking off that, I honestly do think Usopp's going to be the one that takes Dorian Brogy because he's going to be the one that saves them.
Yes.
Someone should perform.
Yes.
And we gotta have like a David Goliath-esque thing in this arc too. So I think if he's the one who ultimately takes them out of that demon zone they're in, it would be a beautiful moment, obviously, for Usopp because of how much he loves them.
Yeah, full
circle. It would be a great moment
Exactly.
for all of the giants because this is what it actually means to be a warrior. You don't have to be a big, strong. You can be a weakling, but still have that warrior mentality. And I think that's why Usopp would be the best for that.
Would you be satisfied if Loki fights Dory and Brogy? Would that be satisfying?
No.
Yeah, like so. There's no one for Loki to fight. So,
but he's injured, so I guess we can't be satisfied. So, like, remember they said before that he takes some more time to recover. So, if that's the case, then we'll probably just have to deal with that. Yeah, obviously you assume that there'd be some bullshit.
Luffy said, "I can't wait to see him fight."
True.
And I agree. He literally said, "Free me, you need my power." Before this flashback started.
Yes. So I agree. Yeah, he should be fighting, but he may not be able to fight at full power. Hence, we may not see him fight a full power opponent.
I mean, more Holy Knights might get summoned in or whatever.
But right now, he's in there doing all sorts of chaos. Or maybe I guess what you could do is that if you don't want to have, let's say, Gunko be the main fight for Luffy, you could just reinsert Shamrock back into the arc. And then Shamrock is like, what the hell's going on? You guys taking way too much time. So even send me back here again. And then you could have that Shamrock versus Luffy's fight be the fight for him in the arc. And then you have Loki fight against Gunko or Gun-Imu. That could be a way of actually showing off his real power in full effect.
Bane comes in with the 2 and asks, like, where do you actually think Loki's power caps out at? Like, is he better than Big Mom Kaido, or is he like lower? Like, what do you think?
Because it's a scaling series and it keeps scaling higher, we're definitely going to see some Kaido Big Mom-esque stuff. I don't know if I can scale them like much higher than them, but I think we're going to see something in that vicinity. Like, I definitely think we're seeing some Yonko level stuff.
For me, just from this Rocks flashback and how much Rocks is just talking about hell to full power, bro. Like, I think we're gonna get ready for Loki to be like top 2 all time. because of that fucking mural. He's right next to Luffy. He's dude. The amount of gas.
Is that him? Dude, relax, bro. You guys are crazy.
Shanks beat him already, so he has to be third. Right?
But he can get stronger and shit. Whatever. It was 6 years ago. You know what I mean? But
he's been chained up.
I would say he's like almost in the top 10 at this point.
That's not Crocodile.
I would say I'm like way more conservative. I'm way more conservative. I would say he's probably like in like the top. He's just outside the top 10. I would say he's probably like he's beating like admirals maybe, but that's as far as I'd go with that. I'm not gonna go until we get more information about Loki's power. Because
you know what's funny? Everyone's measuring stick is admirals. If you're like.
Right.
Yeah, he could be an admiral.
They're a good measuring stick. They're a good measuring stick, bro. Can beat admiral? Yes or no?
Bruh.
And I think they could.
Oh, come on, man. You don't see that mural. You see Loki on there, and you're saying top 10?
I think that could be an ancient giant because he has ancient giants.
That's the third age. That's right now. That's the future. That's not.
No,
that's
I don't think it is. I think it's actually the past. I think that World 1 and World 2 are the past. I don't think it's the current age. Because you see the ancient kingdoms, I think that's what happened in the past with the ancient kingdom. I think that we don't see World 3 or whatever's mentioned in the Holy Text. I think World 3 is something that's being hinted at afterwards. I think this thing has I think the mural, which is separate than the actual Holy Text, has no sort of like prophetic thing going on about it. It just shows what happened in the first world and second world. That's what I think personally. So I see them as ancient giants, not Loki.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's a prophecy, dude. I think it really is Loki. And that whole left side of the page, the future for sure.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I got you.
Because like to me, like, okay, so if that is the case, then it's like, well, then that's kind of showing us that hey, like at some point we're gonna see like BB or Emu take control of the actual treasure stuff or the Eternal Flame, and then we have company, and then every time we see Nika or Joy Boy, it's always in the same vestiges of what we see in that mural. It's always with the sword and shield. For the most part, at least, diving in there in full Nika form. And then we see the coalition of the 20 kingdoms against at least those ships that are bottom next to Emu, which kind of, so I think it lines up way more with what happened 900 years ago than anything in the future, because it should be different in the future. You won't have 20 kingdoms, because actually some of them have defected, so it wouldn't be 20 kingdoms. It'd be maybe, but you do have, other allies, like you have H1s involved, you have Seraphim involved, like things like that. Like if you have other things like that in the mural, okay, fine. Like now we can cook. But I don't see that.
The only argument I have for that is Emu with with those 20 kingdoms was fighting against like Joy Boy and his boys, whereas like in this particular mural we have like Luffy, the representation of a potential Loki, a potential Momonosuke type of character, all those that we have like in the present time that are fighting against the Emu squad from now, whereas it felt like back in the day. No, go ahead.
I would say that because I think there's a chance that that's actually not Emu. I kind of said before too, where it's actually a good chance it's not Emu, but it's more like it could all be very descriptive or all figure of speech, where it actually represents the overall accumulation of the darkness or the opposing side of things, rather than actually be like this is literally Emu. That's what I think too. Mm-hmm. And also because I think it depends on how things roll, because there's something that's interesting where if you go back to the calendar of One Piece, there's certain ages, and then there's the age of heaven, and then there's the age of the sea serpent or the sea circle, some of that sort. And I feel like if there's some sort of entity or deity that could represent that could not necessarily Emu, but it could be that entity or that deity from the bygone age of heaven that ended in the first world, and then that piece of it, that Horcrux of it, could be now Emu. So it's not necessarily Emu, but could be something that's entirely that spawns from that. That's so it gets more complicated there. But all I'm saying is that it may not be so like literal 1-to-1, because otherwise it kind of loses like the mystique of the mural, I think. That's what I say.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this question, Cole. Let me ask you this question. Right, would you put Harold would you put King Harold in the Emperor lineup of his era?
Of his era, that's possible. I won't deny that. But I don't know if he's like actual Emperor level, like
Harold,
per se.
Roger. Would you say that's the order?
No, I would say Roger. Actually, no. I would just say it'll probably be Rox and Harald. But Harald's not a pirate per se. But is he like one of the strongest rulers at that point in time?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like power level wise.
Power wise, I think there's no. I'll put Harald over Rox at this point. I mean, over Roger at this point in time. Roger's too young. I think that he's probably stronger than because I think that Roger gets his peak powers when he's actually the great pirate Goldie Roger. Like before he was terminated. I mean, terminated. Before he was Krator's words. Before he was diagnosed with the illness. Right. I think. Yep. That's when he was at peak Goldie Roger, when he was the great pirate. So that was the era of him, Shiki, Whitebeard, and early Big Mom. That's the peak Roger era when he's at his peak powers, but not beforehand. So Roger in his 30s is not peak power Roger. That's what I'd argue.
Okay. So it's kind of like Luffy. We expect Luffy to be at his peak after he finds treasure, or when he finds treasure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea. Like that'd be like peak era, peak power Luffy. That's EOS Luffy, correct. In fact, you could argue that, let's say they do a special, because I guess he could do, let's say, what they did with Naruto, or Naruto actually in his peak is in the movie, the final movie after the series is over. So you could do the same thing here. Let's say, yeah, the last, right. So you could do the same thing here where like you have a movie after One Piece is over, and then that'd be like peak Luffy essentially in that movie. It'd be like, let's say 5 years after, you know, Luffy found the treasure, Pirate King, remnants of Imu's faction or whatever the fuck, and then Luffy comes in there, is like, oh shit, like look at me, I can now make the entire moon into a rubber disc. Like, get ready, kid. Like, oh, okay, this guy, he's him. All right.
Cole, did you see the new figures coming out of One Piece Day?
The only thing I saw was the trailer for the live action, and I saw the cards, the ones that the JJK Gege made. Yeah, that's it.
There's a new figure.
And then the Legos.
Cole, you have to buy this figure. It's Luffy gripping up Kizaru. You have to buy it.
Wait, what?
No, wait. Send in the chat. You gotta send in the chat. I didn't see that.
Put that shit in the VC, bro. I need to see this. There's no way.
It's Luffy gripping up Kizaru. It's hilarious.
Come on.
You gotta buy it.
Yeah, show me this shit ASAP.
You got it, Eric?
Brother.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, it's basically, I don't know how big it is, but it's pretty. I think it's pretty big.
It's pretty big.
I don't care what size it is. I'm gonna buy it.
But wait, just wait for the Pizarro figure. You gotta wait for the Pizarro figure.
The Pizarro. I'll put it in the Twitter DMs.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, that works.
Look at that! Look at that shit.
Dude, no way, bro.
Oh, you're gonna buy it, man. That's gonna be in the background of every video.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Yes. Now we're talking. I will go to Japan just for that, dude. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not gonna show
this on stream. Hang on.
I'm showing my chat right here. Now, this is something I need to buy. Absolutely.
That's nice.
Wow. What? Yo, Kizaru.
Now we just need somebody to make a figure of whenever he turned Garcia and Kizaru into pizza.
They'll do that. They'll definitely do that. What if it's like with a motor in it and the pizzas spin?
Oh, that would be peak. That would be crazy.
Dude, this is incredible.
Like the Buzz Lightyear toy from back in the day. Oh, that would be great.
Yeah. But I saw the Legos, and it looks like the Legos are looking pretty good.
I just
like,
wish it wasn't the live action, but
live version, which is like weird, but we'll take it. I mean, because like at least we're getting One Piece Legos, and actually we'll probably do some of those on stream. But speaking of live action, the trailer looks pretty good. It looks good. Like they've honed their shit.
Yeah.
Remember like the first teaser that came out for. Remember, it's 2023. The first teaser that came out looked like pretty mid. Compared that to this one right here, this one looks a lot better.
Yeah,
it looks awesome.
Yeah,
Brogy looks good.
They do like extra buggy in Alveda section. Like, it looks
I think
so.
They're there.
On Lockdown, on Lockdown.
Hey, no Garp or Kobe sighting at all, so maybe they cut that plot line. Hopefully,
only Smoker from Marines.
They finally listened to Oda. Oda told them 20 times not to put Garp and Kobe in it, and they didn't listen. And it was the worst part of
because think about it, but like it doesn't make much sense to not have like people recognize that. Oh wait, you have the same fucking name as Garp, dude. You relate to Garp? Like it makes a lot of sense,
right?
You know. Right. But I would say it looks really good.
What did you guys think of Brogy? When I saw that, I was like, ooh,
I liked it.
It's good camera work.
Same.
We appreciate the camera work.
Brogy looks good. Vivi, Tree Thrill, she looks pretty damn good, as per usual. She looks great.
You're Cole, you ready for the best Sanji moment to ever happen?
What? Which moment?
Prince, ready for Mr. Prince?
Oh, Mr. Oh, fuck yeah! Wait on, best moment? I don't know that, but it's a top fucking 10 for sure. Mr. Prince, I'm there.
Fans have been holding on to Mr. Prince for 20 years.
Mr. Prince
it's not happening again.
I mean, well, folks say that when we have that fight against the Cross Guild, we're gonna have Sanji versus Crocodile because Mr. Prince versus
Christian thinks Crocodile's gonna be Sanji's Raftel fighting with Crocodile.
Fuck no, my nigga.
No. That'd be hilarious.
Fuck no.
Neil's fighting Zoro. Sanji's fighting Crocodile.
Oh yes, that reminds me. Speaking of final things, okay, so I had a run through about like what's gonna happen in the future, and I thought about it. I'm like, okay, hold on, is it possible? Because see, let's say with Zoro and with Gabon and Sanji, what he said about him having Kakasaki, I don't know about that one, but is it possible to where on Shanks' crew, also Yasop and Rue have Kakasaki as well? Because I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Absolutely, I am.
I'm down. Shanks upscale? I don't care what it is. I'm down.
Always, you know what I'm saying? always. You got 4 people on this crew, all because if Rocks had guys that Big Mom, Kaido, let's say Whitebeard all had Kakasaki. He himself had Kakasaki too. Why not Shanks' boys? So you have all those guys. So yeah, not just Ben Beckman, but also you have Lucky Roo and Yasop. Yes, that's right. All right, Mr. I get the milk and I don't come back home. Conquerors Hockey.
Bro, he annihilated Bartolomeo for no reason.
So,
right, he's just
love to see it.
You know what, Cole?
Conquer Hockey fuse bullets.
I can see it because back in chapter 957, when they introduced Shanks and they first showed his bounty, they specifically said, like, yo, he's rocking with Yasa, Lucky Roo, and Ben Beckman. Like, they were specifically, they brought no one else's first mates up. But they brought up Shanks' 3 commanders.
Yes.
So I was like, they might be rocking that. Seriously. They really might
Don't forget about Monster.
I love it. All true Monster True. Yeah.
So how did Kid think he could beat the Red Hat Pirates? Delusional. What? Hell.
Bro. Remember they said too, like, yo, Shanks, sit back. We got this shit. My man came in there with an admiral of a bounty. And then Rue said, now we got this, chief.
Even King of Lightning himself thought that Kid would at least get a hit off. I'm like, no, one shot.
I thought one hit. But I did. But I told Brago. But I said, Brago, listen. I'm telling you right now, there's a chance that he just was one tapped, and that's what fucking happened. I told Brago this could happen.
That was so mad because
it was
Shanks was him.
They wanted listen, to this day, man, it's amazing, bro. And then people, Kid actually was like, weaker than King of the Wildfire. Like, get the fuck out of here.
So I got work in 10 minutes. So let's just discuss One Piece in 2025. How do we feel?
Yeah, that's it. Go. What do you mean?
Honestly, it's amazing so far.
I feel like King Raycon. How do you feel about it?
Dude, it's been awesome so far, and honestly, it feels like it's just gonna keep getting better because we still have the God Valley stuff. We got the God Valley stuff left with in the Loki flashback, the emotional Loki stuff after that with like its dad and however that flashback's gonna end. And then when we get back to the present, which I think will happen at the end of the year, dude, when we get back to the present and we start seeing Loki move, Luffy, Zoro and Sanji, and
that's gonna be one of the all-time panels of like it's gonna be like March Along Park all over again, but like Loki's in the background,
bro. I imagine it the same way that remember when Shanks pulled up in chapter 1076 to go fight Kid like in that situation. We had that double page spread with the whole Shanks crew and
it's gonna be a cliffhanger and it's gonna be a 2-week break and we're gonna have to wait.
It's gonna be so sick, dude.
Cole, have you seen the volume? Have you seen the volume sales? Like it's great. Like Japan eating.
They are going higher. Yes, I think I think there was one that did. How much did it did? One volume do? I forgot. 3 million or 2 million?
1.3.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. 1.3. Yeah, 1.3, 1.4. Yeah.
I will say for me, the manga and the anime has been very good. It's just that the franchise as a whole, I want to see more. Where's that game? Where's the merch?
So I think problem is that we had like a break in the anime for a while. Fisherman Island rework thing, and then it felt like, and then obviously we had to change voice actor for Frankie Kazuki Yao. Appreciate you before you do. The new voice actor takes some time to get used to. Toto from JJK, it's still still weird. I'm gonna lie to you, bro. But I think because of that break, and then over the last year was more like flip-floppy, we're kind of still like recovering from like all those breaks, but now we're kind of seeing more locked in because the anime's been back and forth for a minute now.
Where's the film announcement? It's been a while.
The film announcement we haven't gotten in a minute, and then it's crazy because if in the One Piece Day stream, they're still announcing DLC for Power Warriors 4. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Bandai Namco did cancel a One Piece game, so I think there was a One Piece game in the works. They did cancel it though.
Because One Piece needs an actual really, really strong game. Like it needs whether it be a fighting game, an RPG, like it needs a really strong title game. Yeah, and needs it.
We need our.
We just need that cycle. We just need that cycle of like hyping ourselves up, and then we get like a mid game. We just need that cycle though.
Right. But because like the live action also was gone for 3 years, but that was like a crazy tidal wave of hype when live action came out. So now we're back. So that should come out. But 2026.
I think the third season will come out pretty quickly because they're probably filming 2 seasons at the same time.
Yeah.
Right. I assume, or my guess was that they can probably have that come out in 2027, and then while they have season 3 come out, they're filming season 4. So hopefully in 2028, so they can try and let's say do it either a yearly or at least bi-yearly because a 3-year difference between seasons is crazy. Because like Iñaki is 21 years old, started at 19. It's not coming out until he's 22 years old, right? So imagine when you have, like Taz or you have McKenyu or you have Emily, they're older. It's like, oh shit, we're gonna be like, doing what? We're gonna be maybe getting to the stuff with Crocodile by the time we're like almost approaching 40. It's like, like
well, yeah, they probably shot all of Alabasta as well.
I hope so. But then what about Skypiea? What about Jaya? What about that kind of stuff?
They're not gonna make it to the end of One Piece. I mean, there's like 23 seasons I would have to do or some crazy shit.
You would have to have a change of cast of characters or actors. The problem is that I don't know if you're gonna have people or you can find people that are gonna.
What if they do Oda's original plan for One Piece and just do the Warlords instead of or just do that instead of like adding? Because you remember Oda's original plan was 5 years, wasn't it? For One Piece,
something like that, yeah.
What if they just make Oda's original plan, sorta, like the original plot?
Oh, like the original One Piece?
Like the original idea Oda had for 5 years of that plot.
Really?
They do that.
So they
just like there's no way they get to Raftel. Like no way, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. So
I mean, AI might be crazy and like.
I mean, they're not going to reveal what the One Piece.
Damn, son, they are able to like age down. Oh, they age down so much with AI. Shit.
Could you imagine?
I mean, I guess if it would make sense in terms of the timeline because that's the way it probably should be in One Piece is that they age. But it's One Piece has only been 2 years.
But like not years between arcs.
I mean, at least like Luffy's journey should probably be 10 years if we're being like honest.
Rogers was, but he's done it like less than a year.
Yeah. But
real quick before we end it, because you are my Shanks boys. What did y'all think about the Child of Destiny? Because I've been taking
more gas, endless gas.
I think that here's my thing. Right, I'll keep it short. I think that honestly, that was a sign that he was probably like similar to Kaido, but more so like by the Roger crew, they viewed him as like a Joy Boy candidate or something like that.
Yeah,
but he could have been a Joy Boy individual.
And it's just obvious based on the context of that whole entire scene that was the plan for Shanks all along.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Oh, okay. So same answer. Yeah. Well, like. Because what was it like? We don't know what Roger told Shanks before they went to Locktail, but I think it was possible where they could have known about Joy Boy even when they were going over to Laugh-Tale, and then
it's just sad because like it gave Shanks a lot of character in those 2 panels because he wanted to be free, but he's like shackled by his like his responsibility.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Where I feel like Shanks, he himself actually, I feel like Luffy freed him in a way. I think Luffy kind of freed him in many respects. I think Luffy coming in there, doing what he did, I think that's when he actually became, honestly, probably that's when he really focused on becoming, not necessarily like a guardian for the treasure, but really focusing on balancing and maintaining things as they are to kind of maybe prime an environment for someone like Luffy to thrive in.
100%.
That's what I think, yeah.
Well, we keep our eyes closely on Shanks. He might appear in this flashback at the end. We might get Loki.
He will, yeah. He definitely will.
He has to, yeah. Because they have the whole thing with him and Gabon going there, see her all,
But yeah, we appreciate everyone turning up for this special episode of 400. Like the channel, subscribe. If I'm sure King will keep streaming, so if you want to continue whatever he's doing.
Well, actually, no, I'm going to head out. I'm going to stream later tonight.
He's going to head out?
Yeah, I'm head out. I'm streaming tonight again. So I'll come
back tonight again. Cole, have you started watching the summer this kid died on Netflix, that anime?
The summer this kid. Oh, Hikaru?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, it's reaction bait central.
It kind of is, because it really is like
it's suspect.
It's no, like it's not like they're like confirmed, like they roll yaoi yaoi, like for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's for sure. Yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
But yeah. We appreciate everyone turning up. We'll see you next time.
Yep, no doubt. All right, I am still streaming though, so just letting you know that. So at least right now, I'm still streaming.
Don't say anything crazy.
No, exactly. All right, like this finally Jay's gone. No, okay. But yeah, I'm out for a little bit of time. And then I'll be back later on stream. For my stream, right? So I'm gonna head out. Back at again, probably because I'm gonna talk to Matt B about One Piece 2 for a minute. We'll do that for say
Matt
for
B,
a minute of time.
Get back in.
Yeah.
There's a high chance he won't turn up though, King. So be prepared for that.
For sure. I think Matt's gonna come out. All right, but we're gonna just yap about that stuff too. For both my streams. So and for my stream too, we'll probably try and do more of these like One Piece yapping segments because I think they're pretty good. But yeah, so I'm gonna actually.
I think we should get the boys around more often. I feel like we're a little bit fragmented these days. We should probably
for sure. Yeah.
Get there,
like the old days where we just kind of did a lot of shit. Yeah.
Because sharing ideas is good because then we can build off each other as well.
I mean, real quick, Darkford in my chat wanted to know something. You want to know what the chances the Buccaneers have a soul reviving power like Brook and the Great Five and Kuma. Like the chance of Kuma coming back.
Maybe, but this is the whole thing with Kuma. Like Vegapunk explained it as just love, so I think we have to just get around that. I know people don't like it. I know they don't like it, but like, it is what it is. Like,
he says some line where like
he said
it's
complicated,
says some line about the Buccaneers. Like,
love.
Yeah, but he said like back in the day, the Buccaneers once, and then it just kind of cuts off. So it's like, okay, so there's something going on there with Buccaneers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. All right.
I'll
see you
guys
later. No doubt. All right, champ. See you guys later. I'll probably actually play some X-33 if I told him to Matt B. Nice. If he's not here. Yeah, because that game is amazing.
Great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Fantastic game. All right, man. But see you guys
later,
all right?
Thanks for calling. Thanks, King. Cheers.
No, of course. No, great time.
Absolutely,
Great time.
Hey, y'all have a good one. All love to y'all.
Bye.
Yeah.
Sir.
All right, chats. One Piece Yap time. One Piece Yap. Just a few... like an hour and a half of One Piece yapping. I think it was a fine time. I'm gonna see you guys later tonight on Twitch / maybe YouTube if Matt does show up with Matt B, and then we yap. And then I kind of do more of this stuff too because I actually plan on doing. Let's say I want to do more like interview style stuff, but also more convos because I want to talk to other people. I want to talk to Uzumaki Khan. I want to talk to other reactions for One Piece, for anime. I want to talk to animators, stuff like that, for sure. I think it'd be a great time to really talk to people about the story, take them the story, all kind of stuff. It'd be fire as hell. So we're just kind of getting back in the groove of things. And you'll see all that stuff on this channel. All right, this is gonna be like this channel for YouTube, Twitch, obviously. But on the Requiem channel, there's gonna be a lot more of that sort of content in the future, like more just talk about One Piece and other stories. If I ever get like an author on for a story to talk about, like, I'd be fire as hell, dude. Fire as hell. So we'll see. Think of like a podcast. We're would I call myself a podcast? Not really. But I miss your one-on-ones with Brago. Yeah. If I can get Brago for a stream, for sure I'll do Brago with the stream. I want to do more adventure stream too. Like I have plans to do the I do 2-3 stuff as well. But I'm also gonna try and do some stuff where we have like a like we did that wrestling thing before, and we're gonna do that again in the future, for sure, with the content creators and so on. It'll be a fun time, and then we'll do more of that stuff as well. We'll do more stuff Where's Brago? He okay? No, Brago's fine. Brago's fine. He's just chilling right now. But that's it, everyone. I'm gonna see you guys later tonight, probably, for more yapping, or on Twitch specifically only for gaming. All right. All you guys know. So on that note, take care, stay safe, peace out. Till next, in maybe I don't know, 3-4 hours. Have a nice one. Maybe. I have to see. Shit, dude. Why?